Welcome to another episode of Thirsty Thursday. I'm Shon. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Luxurei Llc and subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Luxurei Channel, all one word on YouTube. We've got the Art of Divine Feminine event coming up on April the 8th. We're doing our first ever fashion runway show, so make sure you get your tickets at the first link in our bio. Hi, Shirley. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's the enthusiasm for me, yes. Excited to be here. It's a good day here at DOAP Events, hosted by ReeCee Raps. Shout out to her for putting on this dope event. What brings you here tonight?
Okay, so I came to, of course, check out DOAP Events at Crown Station. I haven't been to one yet, but I knew I wanted to make it out to one. And so this was like an all-female thing, which leads me to kind of my brand and, well, a part of my brand and what I stand for. So I thought that it would be a perfect time to come support ReeCee. I also have one of my ladies that I wanted to come support as well. Her name is the Musical Mystique. So she's doing a set tonight, and then Big Mother did a set, and I wanted to support her as well. So
yes, support goes a long way. So I'm knowing that they were happy to have people just come out, be a part of this vibe. ReeCee Rap has done a great job at just curating these events, bringing people out. How would you say that this event is different than other artist events in the city?
Well, for one, the doors are open and it's cold. No, but really, I love the ambiance. I think that the doors being open brings in that fresh air, you know what I'm saying? So it feels good in here. I would say any ReeCee events is always pretty lit, you know what I'm saying? Pretty turnt like her, you know? So, I mean, I just think that her vibe, you know, it's unmatched as far as just her as an individual. Just like anybody who does something, you're your only person. Like, it's just you. So anything you do is going to be catered to you. So I think she just sheds her energy on it, and it just makes it hers. So I like it. I fuck with it.
I love that. Some people's energy and vibe is contagious. So it works out. All of the artists, all the guests usually really enjoy it, and I'm enjoying it being here as a correspondent. So yes, it's fly. You mentioned that you have a business and, you know, just supporting women. So tell us more about that.
All right, so I have a plethora of things I do.
Well, wait, let me stop you first. Introduce yourself.
Yes, let me introduce myself. So my name is Tanajah Wallace. My Instagram is at the Tanajah Wallace. That's kind of what I go by, the Tanajah Wallace, because it's just affirmation of who I am, standing in my power through my name, you know, breathing my truth. And also, a lot of people know me by Novocaine because that's my poet name. I do spoken word as well. I do spoken word, modeling. I'm an entrepreneur. I just released the brand under my brand called the Women's Hour, and that basically is like an umbrella to do all of my women empowerment events, from forums, debates, community service. Our three values is sisterhood, community service, and confidence. So we have our Heels class this Sunday, April 3rd, sold out. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to help women build confidence through heels.
I love that. You know, I say sometimes it's within, and sometimes we have to go without to get that confidence and get those things, and then it starts to grow. But as you were talking, I was just thinking, you articulate yourself very well, your purpose, and I love how you said that you basically command through your name. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's very important. I think that how we choose to be addressed makes a big difference. So I think that that's beautiful. What made you feel like, okay, I need to dedicate a whole entity to women empowerment? Why was that important for you?
Well, I mean, I can go on for days, but I'm a woman, you know what I'm saying? And growing into womanhood has been a challenge, honestly, from a little girl to now to life to live, you know? So I would love to, I had to dedicate a part of who I was to a brand that I embody, which is uplifting other women, but through different avenues, you know what I'm saying? Not just through one avenue, and I just thought that that would be perfect. But it's not my only brand, it's just one thing that I am working on now. Because in order to build, I guess, a conglomerate of things that you want to do, you have to start somewhere. So it was first like, let me get all of us on board, supporting each other, loving on each other, you know, standing on something I believe in within myself, and then I'm going to build from there. Because it doesn't stop with the Women's Hour. That's just a brand under the brand. I have so much more in store.
And I mean, overall, they always say have at least 7 streams of income. And I look at, like, turn your passions into avenues and ways to make money. And I just like the thought process behind it. it, because I feel like that's something where you setting the foundation to build on top of it. And I feel like the more we give into our community, the more we all benefit, you know? That's essential, you know? I feel like that's a part of my duty is to give back, to be of service. So I respect that a lot.
And another thing that I'm doing on next weekend, I think it's April 9th or April 8th, it's on Saturday, we're going to the women's shelter, and we're going to, the women's hour is partnering with them, and we're going to feed them for lunch, and then I'm going to be doing that ever so often, because I want to like rotate my community service. So that's the first thing I'm doing. So any women who wants to get involved in community service, as far as women's shelter or anything else I have, as far as community service goes, you can hit me up. So if you go to @thewomen's_hour on Instagram, it'll show you how to get connected. And so anytime there's community service, it's for females and males, you can definitely get connected with that.
Perfect. I was going to ask what's going to be the best way to contact you about it, so just hit her up @thewomen's_hour on Instagram to figure out how you can volunteer. I definitely want to be a part. I think building and just participating in those initiatives is super important. So we also work together on Luxurei. So as you can see, she's a self-made woman. She's got her own brand, but collaboration is key. So she is one of my brand ambassadors, and we have so much going on. So we got the Art of Divine Feminine show coming up, and we have just a whole campaign. We have a new collection that we're about to drop. You see some of it, so you like it, you feeling it? How do you feel like lingerie empowers women?
Well, listen, it's about the feminine energy. It's sexy. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about sensual energy, sex appeal. That's me. You know, so I'm, you know, like you said, I'm very articulate. I'm business-minded. I'm boss-minded and things like that. But when it comes to being a woman and being feminine and living in your sexual energy and sensual energy, that's power. Because that's one of the things that women have that we sometimes shy away from, or sometimes we have trauma that allowed us to kind of not embrace that power. But it is powerful. And the more we can heal from the things that we've been through, or, you know, just whatever the connotation towards it is, we can embrace what that feels like. So for me, lingerie is not only being sexy and whatever for your man or your woman or whatever, but it's also being in your power, feeling like I want to look like this and feel like this in my own body. And that is what I love most about lingerie and your brand as well, which is why I was so honored when it was like, you want a brand ambassador for me? I'm like, sure, let's get to work. I'm for it.
I think you embodied the brand. I can see it on people, because it's a glow, it's an energy. When you command your space, when you decide for yourself who you want to be and how you want to be represented, and then you walk in it every day. It's a discipline that comes with that, and it's a glow that comes with that, and you can see it on people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that you decided to be a part of it, because what you spoke about, I say it is like living in your layers, living out loud. We are bosses. We're smart. We're intelligent. We're all these things, but we're also soft and feminine. And one day it just came to me. I was like, my femininity is my superpower. That's what, as a woman, that's the best thing you can be is feminine. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I get exactly what you mean. Yeah, you definitely embody that. So what is an occasion for lingerie?
Any occasion? No. Well, I mean, I feel like, you know, as a lady, you also have to carry yourself well. Everything isn't for everything, so you be appropriate in your environments, you know what I'm saying? At home, with your man, with your woman, if you're doing a fashion show, I feel like anytime you want to showcase who you are and your beauty, it's totally up to you. I have my own values towards when I want to wear it, and I will wear it in public, but as long as it's through business. You know what I'm saying? But most times, I'll be walking around my house just wearing it, feeling good for myself, honey.
Yes. I want to look past the mirror and just be in a good mood about it. So, you mentioned a few different things that you have coming up, so you're booked and busy. How do you show yourself like self-love, and how do you participate in self-care to keep you moving?
Oh my God, so it's a lot. So usually on Sundays, I usually go to dinner at night. I like to take myself out. I usually go with one of my good friends, or, you know, I just make sure that I'm just sleeping when it's time to sleep. I'm taking my showers. I'm doing my self-care with my face and things like that. My facial care is very important.
Facial is one of my new favorite things.
Listen, making sure that I'm keeping myself up, because when I look good, I feel good, you know, getting my hair done and things like that. But really digressing, praying, you know what I'm saying, meditating. As far as my meditation doesn't look like everybody else. I haven't gotten there yet. I usually would just go and just relax my mind and keep it quiet for a little while, be by myself for a little while, and pray, you know what I'm saying? I'll write my poetry. That's a means of self-care for me as well. And just, you know, really just, if I want to hang out with, you know, people that I feel like bring me good energy, that's a form of self-care. It's all kinds of forms of self-care. Journaling, whatever I feel like doing at the time is what I'll do. But there's so much to my self-care. It's limitless, because I'm constantly always learning things and taking on new things, because I always want to grow and be better. But yeah, those are a few things that I do for self-care. Just digressing, being alone.
Yes, being able to, I call it sitting with my art, being able to hear my own thoughts.
Yes.
I need just to be alone. Yeah. But thank you so much, the Tanajah Wallace, for joining me. Thanks for embodying femininity and encouraging other women, empowering other women, being a servant in the community. All those things are, I mean, look at yours. I'm weak. But again, thanks for tuning in. Meet us here at Crown Station every Thursday. It's a vibe. Every Thursday, you never know who you'll run into. And make sure you get your tickets for the Art of Divine Feminine show, April the 8th, so you can be the first to see our new collection. Happy Thirsty Thursday.
Thank you. That was great.